So if you're like me, busy people get things done. Baby, that's the type of person that I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that are busy. I started my business with my full-time job, started it on the side. My son was 2 at the time. I did both, went to the top of the company. Boom, years of that, right? Of experiencing being a mom, being a wife, a sister, and still building a business. And so we can do anything we choose. We can do anything we want to do. Yes or yes. And so I am very good with attracting leads. I have unlimited leads. And so that is my baby right there, is showing people how to start conversations and build those relationships and offer your product, your service, your opportunity. So today, really quickly, I'm going to share with you 10 ways to get leads. And so I'm not looking for leads. I have unlimited leads because of social media. Okay. Because the average person is spending 2 to 3 hours a day on social media. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. There is no saturation. There is no competition. Let me just tell you, there's so much room at the top. There's an unlimited amount of money available for you because the average person is spending 2 to 3 hours on social media a day. Action creates transaction. So my action is always to meet new people. My action is always starting new conversation. My action is always following up because there's 4.7 billion people online. It's enough for everybody. We can all go to the top. And so we have the whole wide world in our hands. So right now in the chat, if I say, where are you from? It's going to be Detroit. It's going to be Chicago. It's going to be Florida. It's going to be Tennessee, because it's right here in front of you. And so you can build an online business. So I'm going to give you 10 ways to attract leads, right? Prospecting, you find people open, and follow up, you find people who are ready. Jerusha, you better write that down. A pretty person is putting that in the chat for me. So the first way, which is so simple, you probably know this, but you're like, I don't know how to get leads. And people ask me all the time, how do you get leads? So I'm going to tell you, and I know I've said this before, but I need you to write it down. Pretty person, go and put it in the chat for me. Number one, your Facebook friends. Let's just start right there. I don't believe you've spoken to every Facebook friend about your business and your opportunity, your products, services, have you? Okay, let's start right there. Your Facebook friends, those are leads. Go tell them what you do. They don't have to be interested, but they need to be educated. If they're not wanting to be educated, that's okay. Everybody's not going to want what you have. Yes, right. So write that down. You start right there, your Facebook friend list. Number two, your new friend request. How many of you have people just sitting in your friend request? Those are leads. Those people have come over to your page and they say, hi, I'd like to be your friend. I'm requesting your friendship. I'm requesting your friendship. And you just ignore those people. And then you say to a business coach like me, I don't have any leads. I don't know where they are. They're right here, your friend request. They are coming to you. They saw something that you posted or somebody shared something, however they got you, right? And then boom, they requested your friendship. And so you go check it out. If that's a person you want to be friends with, then you accept the request. Now, if it's somebody that you're like, who is that? Way, somewhere, that's different. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about scammers and hackers and all the things. But you obviously check the person's page out and then you accept the friendship. That's a lead. That's number two. Number three, one I think is pretty simple. I teach this in the 3-day ride, is the birthday messages. Now, Facebook is so gracious. Instagram and TikTok doesn't do this, but Facebook is so gracious. They tell you your friends' birthdays. And so if I were you and I was trying to build relationships, which I do all the time, and I'm trying to get leads, right? I'm trying to build my online presence and my organization and build 100 new entrepreneurs, right? Someone has a birthday. It shows you the birthday. Now, all you got to do is message the person, talk to the person, love on the person. It's their day. It's their birthday. And so this does require you to stretch yourself. You've got to stretch yourself to do more. Stretch yourself beyond what you think is possible. I was afraid to get on social media. I was afraid because I don't understand technology that well. A little ignorant right there. And ignorant just means not knowing. People get offended when you say, oh, you're ignorant. Ignorant just means not knowing. So I was a little ignorant to social media. And then I said, well, I guess I need to learn. I need to stretch myself. Did you know a mind that is stretched by new experiences can never go back to its old dimension? So once your mind is stretched, like now I'm like LinkedIn, TikTok, Reels. Once you can see what's possible, it can never go back to old dimensions. Like it can't do it. And so I'll tell you one thing about being stretched. Nobody really wants to be stretched. If I pull your arm right now, you'd be like, oh, right? But if I keep doing it, you'll get used to it, right? So that's just like anything else in business. You're afraid to do a TikTok, keep doing it. Just stretch yourself. And I'm talking about stretch marks from growing. I have to go live every Tuesday at 1:30. I do a quick lunch and learn every Tuesday for 4 years. Every Tuesday at 1:30, lunch and learn. I'm doing it, committed to the growth and the stretch. And so that's when your faith has to be stretched, right? The body is going to be stretched. When you are growing, you're going to be stretched in different directions. Birthing anything hurts. Anything. As women, we birth children, hashtag mama boys, right? It hurts a little bit. Oh, it hurts a little bit. Even though I had a C-section for both of them, still hurts a little bit. We love the outcomes. Beautiful baby boy, because we wanted it. We didn't care that it was going to be painful. People told us it was going to be painful. We've seen people have, hard pregnancies and births, but we still wanted it. Just like in your business, you see people that are successful. You see the struggle that they went through, but if you want it, you'll get stretched as much as possible, right? So you're not going to say, oh, just leave the baby in there. I don't want to get stretched, right? You're going to say, get it out. It's hurting. And you want to see it, right? You want to see the work that you have done. Same thing in your business. When we birth a new thing like a business, it hurts because you're being stretched. So sometimes growing hurts so much that it leaves birthmarks. And so you got a little birthmark. You can tell, oh, this is my second son. I got a little birthmark. Okay. Birthing anything hurts. And so that's why it's important, right, that you choose to grow. And so no one's going to make you grow. No one's going to make you be stretched. You have to make that choice. The fourth way to get leads, say Rooter, is new Instagram followers. Hey, Instagram in the building. New Instagram followers. When people follow you, there's a lead. TikTok followers. When people follow you, there's a lead. Okay. YouTube followers. When people follow you, that's the leads. Those are leads. Let's build those relationships. Number 5. Now, this is only if you are offline. Okay, let me say that. I built my first business initially offline, so I can tell you a thing or two about that. Very good at meeting people at any event. Very good at it, like mastered it. So if you're offline, networking with people while you're out and about, networking events, it doesn't matter what city you're in, you can always find an event. And so that's a way to get leads. Okay. Now you guys know, what's his name? The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Yes. So, I love stories. I love listening to how people got where they are today. And one of his things was he had $7 in his pocket and he knew 2 things. I'm broke and one day I won't be. And so he changed his direction. He changed what he was doing. He changed the people that he was hanging around. He changed his scarcity mentality. And today his net worth, I looked it up, is over $800 million. So from $7 in my pocket to $800 million because I was making a choice to be stretched, to change. It's okay to acquire wealth. And you can do it with your business, but it's going to require you to meet new people. It's going to require you to do things that seems impossible. It's going to require you to be scared. It's going to require that of you. Scared money don't make money. Okay. It's going to require you to invest. I was scared to invest in courses and masterminds when I first started showing up online right before the pandemic. So it wasn't 2005, right before the pandemic. So it's not like I had these accounts already. No, I was doing nothing because I didn't understand it, right? And so I decided, well, I don't want to be ignorant forever. It's a choice. So I said, let me invest in me, the greatest investment in the world. And so I didn't know, who to invest in. I saw all these different personalities. And so I said, who am I learning from the most? That's who I'm going to go with. So if they're giving me good tips for free, imagine what they'll do. obviously if I work with them. And I started following those people, and I started, taking some of what their ideas was and creating my own. And I started learning, okay, this is how you post. This is how you do all these things on social media to attract people to you. And so you got to pay the price, right? You got to pay to play. And so I was like, I want to do that. And so I invested in myself. Time is money. Girl, time is money.